that was Holly Rees there with Timid Heart. Like I say, I've got a special guest in the studio tonight, mainly because he's excited that he's trying to beat the record or equal the record of people that's been number one in our top 5 here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Kewen.
Hello, thanks for having us.
You're most welcome, sir. How are you today?
I'm really good, yeah. I've actually been in town for a little bit today. I've been in the studio, which I haven't mentioned yet.
All right.
Yeah, I've been working on some new stuff, so yeah, I've got some exciting stuff ahead.
So when can we expect that? Is this all new stuff for the new year?
Yeah, to be honest, I could probably spill the beans about one of the things. I've got a song, a lot of my viewers will know, I've got a song called Same Old Life that I've been playing a lot in my live sets. That's going to be coming out before the end of the year. So,
all right.
Actually, no, is that one? It's going to be that one or another one. I can tell you that one's getting recorded, okay? That one's definitely getting recorded. But there's definitely maybe going to be one of two that's going to come out at the end of the year. And that one's definitely going to be on the next project, which will be an early release next year.
Yeah. So it's working on a new EP and everything.
Working on a new EP. My new song's called A Little Bit of Magic, which is going to be the name of the EP. So
all right.
I can drop a few. Some stuff I haven't actually announced yet.
Dig deeper into the title?
Yeah, well, A Little Bit of Magic, that's my new song that's out at the minute, and that's a song I wrote for my girlfriend Shannon, who it's a very cheesy love song, but it's got a lot of personal meaning behind it, and it's it's got that rock country influence, but it's really one I'm proud of, and I've had it wrote for a while now, so I wanted to get it done. And in my last project, Chimes, there wasn't a song on there called Chimes. I just wanted that to be a positive representation of the EP. But again, this is a bit more, it's a bit of magic. I felt like that was a great way to call the EP that. So, yeah, no. That
sounds like something definitely worth listening out for.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, you've been on our charts for 2 weeks now. Well, you've been on for about 4 weeks, really. You were having a little bit batter with the Faco lads from Luxembourg.
Yeah.
But you managed to overtake them. How does it feel? I know this is like a little local show and this, that and the other and that, but just the recognition in that, it must give you some feeling like.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, especially not only to find someone like yourself picked up my music, but someone, just fans and friends who are looking out and wanting to keep me up there all the time. It's really, it is overwhelming, and to know that I think it was the second week I was in. I think I was still number 2.
Yeah.
And I was very busy that week or something. I only shared the post once or something. I didn't individually message people and make a big deal of it. And I was still kept that second place.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to know that, you've got to keep the effort up if you want to keep up there. But it's just amazing to know you've got that support.
It's nice to know you've got the people that look out for your name popping up here and there and everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And you yourself came along to one of my gigs, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I did a couple of weeks ago. It was
Bar Loco.
I was quite blown away, to be honest. It's totally different listening to you on CD or on the system here to actually seeing you live, and it's just totally different. I was absolutely blown away. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, the way you play that guitar is just absolutely unbelievable, man.
Everyone says that, and it's really hard to play. To play lead and rhythm at the same time, and to try and convey, because I used to do a lot more lead playing back, and I teach as well for in case you didn't know, but it's hard to convey both over at the same time. But I didn't think it was all that. But obviously, some people must. If you don't play guitar, then maybe you do. But it's trying. It's different because on my EP you've got the full band, you've got the band setting, but. It's trying to get that balance of conveying that energy in which is hard. Eventually, hopefully, plans will change and a band will be a thing. But for now, it is just me.
We'll get you doing like your own little headline show in the likes of the O2 or somewhere like that.
That's the dream, and go around UK and I don't know. I was telling you before, Fago have invited us across to do a gig in Luxembourg.
Yeah, you were saying that's quite massive. That, like.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to go ahead and go through, but if I ever go overseas, even this soon, that would be really good. So
it just shows like when people from all over listen to, like the Fago lads have listened to the show quite a lot, over the last few months, and obviously they've heard you and they've picked you up and started communicating with you. It says something when someone from another country is willing to invite you over.
That's overwhelming in its own sense. So yeah, I mean, it's just really great. Ever since this came out, I went back to uni and took some time out from my music. Although I was trying to stay as active as I could. That 8-9 months or whatever, I felt like held us back a little bit. So getting back into it was a bit of a crawl. I had to get back up. But now that I feel like I've sort of just got back to where I was. I need to just keep going because you so easily just to stop and lose.
Well, that's it. I know exactly how you feel with that.
Yeah, with anything. Yeah,
it's the same. Like, you just got to have a bit of a passion for something and that, don't you? So it's really good. But let's talk about Chimes. Because it's, what is it, about 5 songs on there?
It's a 5-song EP, all originals.
So where did the name Chimes come from to start with?
So I was sort of saying before, it was a very sort of just positive. I just wanted a positive vibe for that. And none of the tracks, although, the personal connection with Over the Hill and there's a lot of meaningful songs on there, but I didn't really want none of those felt like it should have been the title of the track, and I guess this is the same with any artist that does a project, but I wanted something on there that was going to really represent what the EP was, and all the songs have got their individual stories, and sometimes for a project you feel like there should be something other than that represents.
Alright,
So I felt like I think I had the image of Chimes in my head that my girlfriend Shannon helped us to construct with the picture of me in the dark with the candle. And the chimes in the background. That's the exact image I had in my head, and I wanted that to be the cover with just very artistic. All of a sudden, this image came to my head of that image with the candle and chimes. So I thought we'll call the EP Chimes, and and that's a very positive. Chimes are very happy things, I guess, they're used to represent happy things, positive things. So there's a sad song on there, but it's trying to it's always in a good light, and it's always trying to convey the whole thing as a positive thing to look forward to, and that's what I hope to reflect in the next project as well.
Fingers crossed. Well, I'll play one of the songs from that. Obviously, I'll not play Over the Hill yet because it might be played a little bit later on. We'll find out in about half an hour's time. But so I'm really evil at this sometimes,
Even with me, yeah, worse in a way, yeah.
But I'll play this one because I like this one as well, and we'll talk about a couple of the tracks after this. But this is Distant Climb by Kewen. Yeah, that was Distant Climb there by Kewen, who is still with me in the studio, and I don't think it's going anywhere soon. So.
No, not yet.
But there's especially 2 of the songs on the EP that really stand out, and that's one of them. Distant Climb's like a really, really great song. What's the story behind that one?
That one is generally, in life you get a lot of people that put you down, that don't want to see you strive for those goals and those dreams. Everyone has it. And personally, from my experience, I don't want to get too personal, but I have had those times where people don't seem to want you to get to a certain place, and you question them why. So I want to write a song to let all that out and say, well, no matter what you say, I'm gonna keep going for that distance. It looks like it might be distant, even to me, to you, but it's very high away, I know that, but it's a climb and I'm going to get there.
So it's like setting yourself a goal and you're going to make that climb to get it.
Yeah. And that's it, and you're going to prove the person wrong that was telling you you can't do it.
Well, I remember a couple of months ago when you sent us the tracks and I was listening to them, and the one that we've got that's presently sitting at number 1, Over the Hill, Like I've said, I played as a Mickey take to one of my friends who he is kind of over the hill, or he acts it half the time.
Yeah.
But I've listened to it and I've listened to the words and that, and it's got such meaning to it. What's the story behind Over the Hill?
Well, Over the Hill was more of a song. I had a friend at uni who was going through some tough times, so decided to write a song about that and to help anyone in tough times. But it was inspired by that particular friend. And to just have a song that was telling you that no matter what's going on, you can get over the hill, you can rise above it and get in a better place, essentially, over that hill. For myself as well, it's a nice thing to think about. Don't worry, don't fret. There's birds in the rain. It's that line in the chorus. And I have a lot of people, like I said to you before, that song that didn't, I was debating, it's not that good. I don't think I should put it on the EP. It's got a nice meaning, but it's not. And God, I am pleased that went on the EP because it's had. If it wasn't for that song, there's been a lot. This show alone, there's been a lot of good rep from that song.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased that I did do that, because if that EP didn't have that song, it would be. I'm not saying the rest of the EP is very, maybe one would have stood out. Distant Climb, like you says, had a lot of rep, but Over the Hill to open. I decided to put that on the opener as well because it got such a deep meaning and it really, enforced that.
I mean, it's one of them songs that you can interpret. No matter how you feel, it's one of them that it could mean one thing to you, mean another thing to me, and a third thing to someone else. And
that's a lot of all I want is for people to relate to my songs and find meaning in them, and that's just really overwhelming and satisfying to know I'm doing that for people.
Yeah, like I say, when I started listening to it, and I'm going, Christ, I can relate to quite a lot on this. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing song. It's really powerful. So when we start seeing you on the likes of like the O2 or the Arena or something like that, is that a song that you would include in any show? Or?
The song itself.
The song itself,
definitely. I mean, for those familiar with my live sets, I'm hoping to, transition, as that's the ultimate dream. As popularity grows, you transition from covers into more original stuff. And I had my Head of Steam anniversary gig a couple of months ago, overwhelmed with the response again, and it was a great turnout, and had people singing my words back to us, and a lot, it's friends, it's family, it's the odd one or two now who are coming to the shows, but eventually, hopefully that's gonna grow and make more of an impact on people, and that was just amazing to see that. But eventually, hopefully, that will be a continuous song in sets, and covers will be.
I mean, that's a song you would listen to in the charts and that, it's a song you'd want in there.
Yeah,
and especially with like the meaning behind it, it could help so many people as well.
Yeah,
and it's like we've had a number of artists that I play on the show, the likes of like Bronny, Chloe Adams, Jamie Lee Harrison, have all done like meaningful songs like that for like depression or feeling down, anxiety, stuff like that, they are so powerful, but they have, like I say, different meanings. And I talk to people about a lot of these songs, and recently, obviously, Over the Hill, and like the way I interpreted it was different to the way like someone else interpreted to us. It is just an absolutely outstanding song. Like it's definitely one that, like, if you get it released and get it out there, it should be world class. Like,
well, I'm glad you like it.
I love it, absolutely love it. I mean, even when I came and seen you at Bar Loco, I found myself singing along when you did it, because like the words just reminate in your mind and that, so. And
I saved it just for you.
Exactly. Feeling the love today, the love. Let's find out a bit about yourself. What got you into music?
A lot, really. I'm in love with music, as a lot of artists would say. I've got a relationship with music, but all sorts of type. I'm wearing a punk t-shirt at the minute. I love my country music, rock music, some of the pop stuff. But what got us back into music was when I probably had a go of a guitar when I was about 12.
Yeah.
And I decided that it's coming up 10 years since I started playing. I decided this is really what I want to go for, this type of instrument. And I had I'd been to a few concerts. I'd been to see Bruce Springsteen, who was a massive influence, still is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, really legendary. And he, after seeing him a few times, really, just the music and the soul and the energy in his performance made me really think, well, I'll go for that on my own. And I started writing songs from as early as 14, probably. Didn't have the confidence to release them at all till more recently, but that's changed a lot the last couple of years. But I mean, I was into a lot of the harder rock stuff when I was younger, and the Guns N' Roses and all that sort of stuff. That inspired us to play a lot more lead guitar. So I learned lead guitar and was in a little rock band. I didn't really do much, but we did a few things and just locally. And then I decided when I went to uni and stuff, I'll get more into songwriting, and that's how this sort of happened. And I just thought, I'm nervous singing live, but I'm just gonna go for it, and just decided that it's that day that you think, right, I'm just gonna put everything aside and go for it. Yeah. I've had these songs, I've been sitting on these songs for years, and the needs, like say Over the Hill was more for a uni friend, but some of the songs that the last one on the EP, This Feeling, that was more of a, I think that was the first full song I wrote.
All right.
And again, it's like a little cheesy love song again, if you like, but it's got that meaning behind, being a young person in love and being hurt by that and all the sorts. So it's I wanted to get those out and just be just be continuously inspired by. I've got all these artists I need to listen to still, and it's just never ending.
What sort of artists are you aspiring to listen to in that?
Lots of country right now.
All right.
I'm very inspired by country music, especially as of recently. I went through a big country phase when I was in my teens as well, but more now. Big fan of an old artist called Eddie Rabbit.
All right.
If you don't know, he's got a big hit called "I Love a Rainy Night."
Yeah.
You might have heard that one. It was on a GTA game, I think. That's why a lot of people know from there. He wrote a song for Elvis as well called "Kentucky Rain."
All right.
So there's that one. He did the soundtrack for Every Which Way But Loose, an old Clint Eastwood film.
Yeah.
So a few people know him from those, but even other really good country players like Brad Paisley. I love Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan.
And then the sort of artists that you listen to growing up and.
Yeah, that a lot of that sort of stuff. I listen to a lot of modern bands as well, modern indie stuff and modern rock bands. There's a band killing it from Leeds at the minute called Marsicians.
All right.
Marzicans. I think it's Marzicans. I might get ridiculed for saying that. But I went to see those recently. They're coming back in April. So really good upcoming indie bands who it's good modern rock music. So.
Do you listen to a lot of the the local bands and the
I mean, especially as of recent being in the scene myself, trying to come across the likes of Deep Sleep are a big band at the minute, they're pretty sure they're doing some new stuff soon, but went to see them a couple of weeks ago. They're doing really well. Holly, who was on
Holly
before,
Reese,
she's doing really well. Matt Dunbar, he's got some great songs. There's some really good talent that just doesn't get recognised.
That's it. There's loads.
This is great. This idea, of doing a show like this. So.
Well, that's it. I mean, the talent you guys have got deserves to be heard. And hopefully we've got listeners around the world at the moment, or people who will listen back on the website and that, who get to hear this music. It's an honour for me to give you this platform that you can be heard in that and let people know what you're doing and keep people focused on where they can see us and all that, so it's
great.
Why I love doing it, you know what I mean? I get some really good feedback, which is it's an absolute honour, but I don't do this for anything for myself. I do it because your music needs to be heard, you know what I mean? There's not many platforms where it can be.
That's great, yeah. I've got people like you who are giving it recognition, and people like my friend Simon, and supporting us so much and doing that. on a local basis. His page is Simon Says Music Productions on Facebook, so if anyone's interested, have a look at that. But he just posting about local artists, giving them a chance to be heard.
Yeah,
that's the.
It's nice, especially with how powerful social media is now as well. It's good to be on there and get people inviting people to see your page, see what you're up to and all that.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
It's really good. Where can people expect to see you soon?
I've actually got a gig tomorrow in Gateshead. It's at the 3 Tons.
Yeah.
I've never been before, but
it's just up on Sheriff Hill on the way to the Kewen hospital.
I've got a gig there tomorrow, supporting a bunch of bands. I think I'm opening around 7 or maybe just after, and then I've got maybe some stuff coming up next year. I'm a bit quieter next month because we're gearing up to do this whole new phase, if you like, of in my music. So next month might be a bit quieter, but hopefully my plan is throughout the next year you're going to see a transition of more, more queuing gigs and more interacting with fans and some different. There's some big things coming. There's some big things coming. Not just my new music, but
just a lot of stuff in the pipeline.
A lot of ideas and all sorts of stuff like that. So
I look forward to that. Really do. Right, we'll stick another one of your songs on just because we can. It's 2:53 according to this computer here, and it's coming up to top 5 time. So I'm not actually putting it on the system at the moment because we're queuing sat here. I don't really want to open the book and have a little sneak peek. I can't.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I can't be doing that. But I'll play this one because it's pretty canny. This one as well. It's not to the levels of Distant Claim, but I like this one. So I'm going to put this one. It is The Only Thing I Know. Yeah, that was The Only Thing I Know by Kewen, who is still here in the studio with us and is getting a little bit excited for the top 5 because like I said, you've been number 1 for 2 weeks now.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I'm quite competitive, so I'm gonna hope to maybe beat that record, but at the same time I'm really looking forward just to hearing some local music and seeing what other people, what new ones, what current ones, just hear, giving them more exposure as well.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's the main reason I do this, for getting you guys out there, because the work you've put in, obviously I know quite a few people there. I'm really good friends with the likes of Shani Thompson, who I know is like non-stop at the moment with our headline in the arena. So it's
amazing.
It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, she was talking to us the other day about coming down to my store to do with a few of our supports and that, come to do a bit of busking and bag packing for it and that. So it's hopefully I can confirm that properly in a week or so. So that would be cool. But it's a massive opportunity for especially a local artist to do something like that. And it's probably one of the big aspirations. I mean, no doubt something like that you'd bite someone's hand off for an opportunity like that, wouldn't you?
I know. It's for the arena alone, you don't. It's once in a lifetime, really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, imagine. Apparently they're moving it over to the Gateshead side. So
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard they're going to build down from the stage. A whole shopping complex and a cinema and the arena, and it's all going to be a big. I mean, of course, it's the other side, the river.
Of course, it's leaving nothing. I mean, we've got the O2 and the riverside.
Yeah.
But there's rumours going on that the riverside might be closing or getting renovated and that as well. It's a nice little intimate building, that.
I've only been to I've been to a couple of gigs there, but I haven't been there.
Well, I'm showing my age now because I remember going there when I was younger, when it was like Kiss nightclub and stuff like that, So that was a fair few years ago. It's really good. And imagine if the new one decided to do like a local artist's gig to open it. How amazing would that be, man?
Should get something like that started.
Definitely. Because I've seen where Wembley Arena, Wembley Stadium, when that originally opened, it was Bon Jovi opened that. So it was like an American artist came over and opened our national stadium. Which, I'm a massive Bon Jovi fan. I'm not picking on them, I'm a massive fan. But
Bon Jovi are great,
it's one of them things. It would be great to see a local place opened by local artists. So, but As I look at the clock, it's saying 3 o'clock, which means one thing.
Stars in the Making Top 5 with Rob Burns on Nova Radio Northeast.
Yes, it's time. I'm not going to put the music on today because obviously me and Kewen are going to be chatting in between a lot of these. So if you don't want it to drag on, I'm sorry. I'm not really. It's like that hashtag soz not soz. Sort of thing.
Yeah, if you want to be modern.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the list from last week? Do you remember what the top 5 was?
I remember bits and pieces. Yeah, I remember.
Well, last week we had Sophie Gordon at number 5.
Sophie, yeah.
Afnan Prince was number 4.
Right.
Megan was number 3.
Megan's
Paige
toxic.
Tampley was 2, and then yourself, obviously, number
Yeah.
1. Is there anyone, like, you've seen the list of the 10 that's there. Is there anyone you would like to see come in? Anyone that, apart from yourself, obviously, who would like to stay in there? Or
I mean, Sophie's been getting a lot of love, and you know that's a really great. She does the toxic.
yeah,
she?
she does
so,
toxic. Aye.
Yeah, you know that's a great cover. And I was looking at some of her other covers. She's got a great voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get a few more in the system. I've got 3 or
Yeah.
4 that Andrea sent us, so I'm hoping to get them played
definitely
soon.
get
You know.
them, played, but she's she deserves, you know, to climb up.
Yeah.
If she can.
I mean, she's only like a 14-year-old, you know, and to have that sort of talent at that age, I would literally, I'd go back in time to be able to do that at 14. You know what I mean?
She
It's
definitely deserves it. So.
yeah. Oh, it is amazing, like what she's able to do. Stop trying to look. I've seen that little sly look.
It's just a big red book, and I'm just trying. You know, it's there. It's like
I've got no way to hide it though, because like I'm left-handed as well, so it's like it's hard to go that way as well. So it's quite awkward.
I'll look at my live stream.
Watch the people watching you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll start off with our number 5, and it's a brand new entry. And it's a really nice song. This one. It's from an American artist. Her name's Chloe Collins. The song is "Forget Your Name." Look at us talking away and just forgetting the song's coming to an end. That was that was number 5, and that was Chloe Collins, she's quite a country artist as well.
Yeah, that was a quite country vibe. I like that sort of stuff.
It was actually a couple of friends of mine who like that, and says, put this one in. It's a really good tune. So
country's had a bit of a revelation recently. I think
it
that
has.
more modern country sound, which is great. It's good for me.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like obviously going back to Bon Jovi, who are primarily soft rock band, they did a country album a few years ago.
Did they, right?
And Lost Highway, that was what it was called.
Oh yeah.
That was it was recorded in Nashville. In that, you know, it was all done over that area.
It's like that
so
country rock, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is a big thing. Like it's keeps popping its head up every so often, you know. So it's
great.
It's definitely going to be. I like that one, dear sir.
Yeah, really good one, that one.
Excellent, no problem. Right, we'll go on to number 4 now, and this one's a faller. So,
Still in the top 5.
But this one is a faller, and it's a local person as well, so it keeps you in the mix. But it's. I love this song, and I love this person as well. I was talking to this person last night, which still keeps you in the mix because I was talking to you last night as well.
See, you're even bad when I'm here.
Exactly, it's got to be done, man. It's all the fun of the fair, man. But no, dropping down, and it was last week's number 3 down to number 4, so you're still safe. Don't worry. But yeah, this is an absolutely amazing young lady, and I'm looking forward to working with her. She's doing a headline gig at the O2 next April.
Okay.
So I know she's looking for support on that, so might see if I can sway a little spot for you in that as well.
That'd be great, yeah. April, I've got my song April Day, so
exactly. So we'll hide that one in. But at number 4 with In My Head, this is Megan Darley. In My Head, and that is number 4 down from last week's number 3. What do you think of that one, mate? It's been heard a few times.
Yeah, I've heard her. I think it was about the same time I came in that she's been in that one. It's very, very synthy, the pop track. It's got that modern, well, even like 80s influence. Into that modern sort of synth pop vibe. So yeah, I like it. I dig it.
I will. I'll drop her a message and see if we can maybe sort something out for you to come on. I know she is looking for support acts for the gig and that, you know. So I for some reason I've got a little bit of influence on her about obviously doing this and that, you know. So
she'll listen to you.
Well, oh yeah, she'll do as she's told. Oh, I'm not doing any more decorating.
No, that's it.
Right, we're coming into the top 3 now, and this one is another faller, I believe it is. Yes, it's another faller. So, yeah, but again, another amazing local artist, and we've heard from her already once today, so it's not you. Unless there's a secret.
Unless I'm a she.
Yeah, unless there's a secret you're trying to keep, you know what I mean? But obviously one half of Tall Shaves, Paige Templey, absolutely amazing. Like I was talking to you earlier today, it's like she was the second interview I ever done, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like quite nervous, and John Peacock actually guided us through and helped us a lot with that.
I did a gig with Paige at the O2 last year. She's a
All
really
right.
good songwriter. Yeah.
Oh, she's amazing.
Fantastic,
I mean,
yeah.
some of her songs are brilliant. This one, like, obviously it's quite relatable to it. It's a family song and all that. So at number 3, a faller of one place. This is Paige Templey and If He'd Learned How to Dance. If He'd Learned How to Dance. So that leaves 2 songs left. And it could be any, really, because there was like 10 picked. So there's a few. There was some big names in there as well. So yeah, that's coming up. But don't forget, there's still loads more coming up today as well. Straight after the show, Mike's here with his Indie Emporium as well. So that's between 4 and 6. And always have a great. I don't know if you know Mike Shotton.
I've heard the name, yeah. I've heard a lot about this Indian Emporium.
He does some amazing stuff.
I need to give it a listen. Yeah.
He did a 150th show a few months ago,
right?
And we were sat, like, a few of us sat in. We did like top 5 sandwich fillers and stuff like that. And he keeps it going.
Yeah.
And he's into his conspiracy stuff as well.
Right.
So yeah, he keeps that going as well. So I think you'd like him. He's dead canny. You're probably his meeting tonight. He'll come in. If he's on time, he usually walks in about 20-15 minutes before his show, so he can gets set up and that. So
good.
Hopefully you make it to meet him tonight and see what he's like and that. Like. But shall we announce these top 2? Shall we? Well, there are 2 cracking tracks, and they've been in for a long time now. I think Sophie started hers before you came in, so it's been in a bit longer, and it might still be in. But for those that follow the posts that I put up, you'll see that especially Kewen and Sophie have had a lot of votes, and obviously the post is shared quite a lot. You've shared it yourself quite a lot, and people comment on your posts. Yeah, which
my mum likes to.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough for that and see what's shared.
But you count those, which is good.
I'll count any votes that's cast. I'll count them. You know, apart from people that vote on previous votes, because that doesn't work. I mean, just earlier this week I had one voting for last week's vote. You know, so unfortunately, where that's closed, that
you got to look at the date.
Totally different. That's why I put the date on now. You know, so
try and look at the date, everyone.
Yeah. Like I say, I'll try and put a new one up tonight, and we'll it'll be tonight or tomorrow, depending on how busy I get. Because I bought myself a new phone, which like 150 quid I spent on myself, and I don't like spending money on myself. Absolutely hate it. But I needed a new phone, so it had to be done. So I've got
it's right for you.
Fingers crossed it works when I try it out tonight. If not, I will cry. But yeah, I think what we'll do before we announce these top 2, whoever's in which position, we'll have a little recap. And I'll do it before the top 2 because I know how much Kewen wants to see where he is, so we'll drag it out a little bit longer. But as you know, at number 5, it was Chloe Collins with Forget Your Name for Megan Darley. It feels weird doing this without the music because I'm not used to having the music. I've seen that look you give me there. You just shut up and get on. I've seen that.
No, I'm just saying the piano track that you have. Yeah, that's. I don't know. It's a weird mix of suspenseful, but it's happy. Well, it keeps people happy.
I was looking for something to put on, and I wanted initially when I started the show, I wanted a little background music and all that. So I searched everywhere for like cheerful background music and that. And this one popped up and I played it, and it's about 2 hours long.
Right.
It's about an hour, 2 hours long. So when you put it on the system here, it counts that in. So like it looks like my show's going on until about 8 o'clock at night because I've got all these songs in like this music in between. But it's I love it. Like I really do.
Yeah.
And I think I've got a Christmassy one on as well, ready for doing next month and that. Like, and I'm looking to
better be next month, not now, because
should we put a Christmas song on now and just make the top 5 wait?
No, please. It's not. It's too early. There's people with decorations up, and it's far too early.
Me mate David's got his up.
Has he?
He's got like his Santa, a big 10-foot fat Santa outside and that, you know.
December's on a weekend this year, so you can do it then. when it's the first,
Yeah.
and then it's officially then Christmas.
I haven't even started shopping for that. I've got ideas now, but I haven't even started shopping. Like, I'm waiting until Friday, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Get the deals and that. Am I dragging this on a bit too long?
It's fine, we'll keep talking if you want.
I'm just watching the views that the looks you keep giving us and all that. I can read people's views and So my phone's buzzing like it's not tomorrow as well. So, but yeah, the two songs that are on are really popular. I've got like 3 messages. My flatmate's actually saying no. So I think he really wants to know as well, because he's, like I say, he's a big fan.
So
of
you're
yours.
getting texts now, so
you're
gonna have to.
People are just like proper having a go at us and all that, the day. So apparently Michael wants us to announce it today. So apparently, I guess I better then. So
hopefully.
But yeah, we've got 2 cracking songs that are up here, and it's a climber to number 2. So that means one thing. But up from 5 to number 2 this week, an absolutely amazing artist, 14-year-old, and with a voice. You hear it panted around a lot, a voice of an angel, but like she really has just got such an emotional, fulfilled voice.
Yeah,
so meaningful.
You wouldn't think she was 14.
You wouldn't. It's
Yeah,
such a mature voice in that. But with her version of Toxic, this is Sophie Gordon.
Toxic.
Crashed.
Yes, Kewen's crashed. If you've been watching him on his Facebook, he has crashed. He hasn't just give up. He has actually just crashed. So
back on now.
Oh, he's back.
Simon's with her.
Oh, Simon's back. Excellent. Good. So yeah, that was Sophie Gordon with her version of Toxic, and did really well this week. She was only a handful of votes off number 1. I've been watching it over the last 24 hours really, and it's been back and forth.
Yeah.
You'll get one name bang up and then the next name, and it's just...
She's had a lot. Yeah, and it I think was our close with Fago a few weeks ago, and then now it's probably me and her battling it out. It's assuming I might be number 6, I don't know. I just know I've had a few
secret votes at the bottom. I've not counted them in yet.
I see how it is. But no, I want to beat this record.
Yeah,
I'm competitive.
For people that know the show, and that Angel Gold was number 1 with Hideaway for 3 weeks running. And then lost it. I think it was Faco that took it, or something like that. Oh no, Tall Shaves.
Right.
Tall Shaves took it with Brianna from Aurelia.
Right.
So they had the number 1 for a week. But you've been there for 2 weeks, and you have equalled the record. So you are there for a 3rd week. So well done, very well done. And like I said, there's loads of comments given for you, and there's a lot of love for the song here. I think even my flatmate messaged saying that he thinks you're a really good singer and loves the song.
He messaged me, so which is great to get that appreciation. A couple of people, the last couple of weeks I haven't known have just messaged us. Well, I know who Andrea is now, but knowing she's Sophie's mum as well, who from number 2, she messaged and congratulated us.
But that's it. I mean, this is what I love about doing this. It's getting people interacting with each other as well. And there could be something happening that gives you opportunities, or you're able to give others opportunities. You know, and it's I guess it's one way of networking as well, really, isn't it?
It totally is. Because there's not many platforms for local people to get heard, So that's really good. I'm just honoured that this is getting the attention that probably is more attention than I expected. Really, with it just being like, I mean, as a station we're quite well followed. I mean, we've got like over 7,000 followers on Facebook, so we'll get a lot of interaction. We've got some great shows. Mm-hmm. So each show's individual as well. We've got a lot of mixes. So to have this and to get it recognised, and people like yourself wanting to come on the show and wanting to submit your music, it's absolutely amazing, so it's nice to give a little back and play you around the world, really. There's people from anywhere could be listening right now, or Hello.
Like I say, you've got the listen back feature on the website, which if you don't know, it's www.novaradio.co.uk. You can interact with any show from there. There's a drop down menu and click listen back on that, and you can hear shows I've done from last year, from like November last year. So there's see
how you've developed.
I've found myself listening back at times thinking, really, was that me back then? So but I think it's time we heard the number 1 song. And just to be extra special, I think we should hear it live as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think how would people feel about hearing Kewen sing the number one song live right now? I think it's a really good
Instead
idea.
of?
So, well, instead of just pressing the button, really.
Okay.
We'll feel your emotion at being number one for 3 weeks come through on the song
Yeah,
as
I'd love
well,
to.
you know.
I've brought my guitar just for the occasion.
Excellent. So we'll just give you a couple of seconds to get ready. Well, thank you very much for everyone who's voted. Like I say, if there's someone you'd like to see in the charts or a song you want that I've played before, get in touch. The email is studio@novaradio.co.uk. You can find us on Facebook, it's Nova Radio Northeast, or on Twitter @Nova Radio NE. Drop us a line, drop us a message, let us know what you're doing. And if there is something you want to hear, then please do let us know. Are you all set, sir?
Yeah, ready?
So here it is, the number one single. This is Kewen with Over the Hill.
Never feel you deserve all the pain you're in. If there's a God, then he's gone. Asking why is it you that pays for it? Asking why you're alone. Well, you gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Don't look back towards the rain. Well, never look back and don't be scared. Always stay gold, you're one in a million. Never turning back, but look into that road ahead. Don't worry, don't fret, there's birds in the rain, and they'll help you through all the hurt and the pain. Don't give up, just focus on what's over the hill. Over the hill. I can't imagine what is in your head. You must be dead inside. But I will fix you, I'll build you, not damage, generate you, and pick up every shot of your heart. Well, you gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Don't look back towards the rain. Well, never look back and don't be scared. Always stay gold, you're one in a million. Never turning back, but look into that road ahead. Don't worry, don't fret, there's birds in the rain, and they'll help you through all the hurt and the pain. Don't give up, just focus on what's over the hill. Over the hill. Where do you stand in this broken world, my dear? As memories come back to haunt you, and I fear for your soul that you cannot let go and make it towards the edge. I know in my mind that your life is full of chimes, and I promise, like the words in this song, that I'll meet you over the hill. Friends and family all proud. Gotta keep yourself strong for me. Ain't no crying aloud. Well, you gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Gotta look up now, you gotta look up. Don't look back towards the rain. Well, never look back and don't be scared. Always stay gold, you're one in a million. Never turning back, but look into that road ahead. Don't worry, don't fret, there's birds in the rain, and they'll help you through all the hurt and the pain. Don't give up, just focus on what's over the hill. 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 Over the hill.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a little special version of Over the Hill by Kewen, number 1 this week. Will he be there next week? Can he create a new record? And how long can he keep the record going? That's the big question. So time will tell. But now thank you very much for playing that as well. I think it's nice to hear. I mean, I've got goosebumps. You know, I love like live music. Like in a room like this, it's so intimate and all that as well. You know, so it's like this has been played for me, even though there's loads of people listening and that. This is like
it's for you. Yeah,
it's right here, right now. You know what I mean?
Goes out to Rob.
Well, yeah, all of it for me. I'll put a new vote up hopefully in the next 24 hours. I'm going to have a little scroll through here, see what we've got, because there's a couple of artists I want to try and to see that I know I talk to on online and all that. So we'll see how that goes. But no, you've been popular over the last few weeks.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with the response, and glad everyone's still supporting. Like it's amazing, and I'm gonna have to do something now to thank everyone. But that's a totally, you know, I'm amazing that I can do that, you know, and try and thank everyone in a way.
It is a massive thing. Like, it's just to have that feeling and all that. It's amazing. I've just got a text as well. You know, I was saying that I originally played Over the Hill for a friend of mine, just because he's his nickname's Fat Santa because he lives Christmas. It's a lad called David. He lives Christmas, and he's like, he'd have Christmas every day. Yeah. Really, I mean, he's got his decorations up. He's got all the stuff prepped, which I know we were talking about earlier. But yeah, his partner Danielle's just texted us saying she's listening. So if you want to give a quick hello to Danielle and David and Charlie.
Yeah, Danielle, David, Charlie, thanks for listening and being supportive of my music, and all the artists on tonight. It's really this afternoon, to keep saying tonight. No, it's really good for you, to keep people like you, to keep this station alive and obviously make it work. And if it wasn't for people listening, it wouldn't be a thing. So
that's it.
Thank you very much, and please continue to support.
Excellent, thank you very much. Right, I'm going to stick another song on, and then we'll have a bit more of a chat. But we'll put this on first because I was telling you I did my first interview for John Peacock on his radio station with a girl group, the set of twins called Talk Like Tigers, Charlotte and Stephanie, and absolutely amazing lasses, and they brought out an EP, so that's why I interviewed them, and I was like really nervous because I'm like, these are like superstars to me, because like I wasn't like seeing them as like local people. I was seeing like these are singers who are like getting played and that. I'm going to play a song that did a reworking of one of the songs that they put on the EP. It was called It Isn't Over, but they've done a remix of it, so I'll play that one now with It Isn't Over. This is Talk Like Tigers. Yeah, that was Talk Like Tigers there with It Isn't Over, remix from a song from their EP they released last February. So hopefully we'll be hearing some new stuff from them. Still got Kewen sat here, and he seems to be a bit tearful. He's hit the number 1 spot 3 weeks running, and with your help, hopefully you can beat the record that he now shares with Angel Gold, and get yourself up on the plinth, up on the top spot of the podium.
Should have a thing up here.
Like a little wall of fame or something. With I know a few presenters have talked about like getting photos with people that come in and getting them put up and that, whether they're famous local stuff like that, which I think be really nice to see that.
Well, I was on this. I had a friend, my producer, who I was just before, Ollie Cobb. He runs a business called Metropolitan Mixing and Mastering.
Oh, right.
He's done Deep Sleep stuff. He's done a lot of local musicians, Fossway, Chain the Phoenix, a lot of local bands. And he's producing my stuff. He's also like my best mate.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of the Ray Beatty show. Who that's the last time I was on here. And he's another one who likes to focus on local artists and stuff. So
we've got another lad, Mike Ryan. Amazing lad. He's starting an unsigned artist show. Right. I mean, it'll not be as good as this, but you know, obviously, you know. But you've got to give
yours is the top.
There's nothing better than this show, and no better place to do it than this station, you know. So
definitely,
absolutely loving it. But right, a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
A lot of artists now like do side projects and all that. Like we've got Stevie Stoker from Twister, who's also the lead guitarist of Diva and stuff like that. Is there anything like a little hobby or something that you would like to do? I mean, it doesn't have to be music. I mean, you've got Holly Rees, who's an amazing painter as well.
Right.
You know, I've seen a lot of the work she's done. Is there any like little hobbies in that you've got that you can fall back on if you want a little break?
A lot of it's just music, because music's it's something different in music, you know, because music's my life. So, I for those who know me, I do discos, I do mobile discos and DJ for functions and parties and events.
Yeah.
You know, that's often my week. That's me main living really, and I teach guitar as well. So
Yeah.
it's very different to a performer and a singer, songwriter, whatever. But you know, hoping to eventually get together with a band, and I'll have my solo stuff too to fall back on. You know, and you'll have other stuff to fall back on. But I want to get into a few things. I want to get into music reviews. I want to get into promoting all sorts of different things. There's a Facebook group I was on about a country artist called Eddie Rabbit earlier.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to spread a bit of recognition for him. So I'm trying to get more people familiar with him and get a little bit more of a community there. So trying to take the reins with that a little bit. So any hobby really is just music. It's something to do with music. So falling back on something's probably, I mean, I've got interests, whether it be films or whatever, but in terms of an proactive hobby, it's probably just music
just, it's
related.
all music.
So if I go deaf, I'll be screwed. So.
Yeah, it's not the best trait to have as a musician, songwriter, and that, like, is it?
No, if you go hard of hearing, which I think I am in one ear actually already, which isn't good.
It's not a good sign. It really isn't. You were saying you teach guitar as well. What brought that around?
Well, I when I was in a sixth form, which was still a few years ago now. I'm not that old, but I was a few years ago. I took on a few lessons, and enjoyed them. Went to uni, so I didn't do much else with it. When I came home from my placement, I decided to really go serious with it. But while I was doing my placement, so it was sort of balancing a full-time job with, like, I had about 20 lessons at one point, which was ridiculous. So, you know, if I could do that, I can do it properly, you know.
Of course,
so I've come back from uni and I've gone self-employed with gigs and discos and guitar lessons. So, I've got probably nearly 20 students again. So,
excellent.
It's got that
you've got your own Facebook page for that as well.
You've
got 3, haven't you? You've got the singer-songwriter one. You've got the DJ one, and you've got the guitar.
Yeah,
tuition as well?
Just Kewen for my music, Kewen guitar lessons for my guitar lessons, DJ Kewen for my discos. You might see I've got something on my cards, Kewen Music Services. It's got everything on it. It's trying to promote the right one and whatever, but you know, there's still more places I can take the other two. But as for my main passion, what I want to try and put more time and effort into is the music.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it doesn't always make the living, but it's the thing that's going to try and get the recognition more. I want to try and focus on.
Obviously, yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to hopefully transition into doing more over the next year. You know.
Yeah. Fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, hopefully.
But at least you've got a couple of more bows on you. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, that's if anything to fall back on. That's that. And I've just come out of university with a degree in music technology, so you know, I could go into studio work or live sound or sound design or something like that. You know, so there's other things to go into, but it's all music related again.
Yeah,
so.
It's just music is life sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of thing.
I think everyone can adhere to music and that. You know, everyone's got a thing where their life can be displayed in music, or you can hear a song and you can be so connected to it. And that's it.
I get up, I put a record on, and I go to bed. I put one on. I'm
in
the car.
I've got music playing during the night when I'm sleeping all night.
Yeah, constantly, and it's always hearing new stuff, appreciating old stuff. It's mixed together too, you know.
Yeah, I know. We talked about you before we went on air. You were on about like wanting to go out and see more local artists and all that.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to do is go to more gigs, because obviously with my lifestyle and what I do on a weekend disco and gigging, I'm trying to actually see more of the other local talent, and it's trying to get the time to do that. But I've been giving it a bit of a go. I went to see Deep Sleep recently, and went to see a gig at the Head of Steam. Gaz Brookfield, Holly Rees was playing, and Funko and the Two-Tone Baby, a really good. He sort of does all his own synth stuff from down in Kent, so that's where he came from. So yeah, I'm trying to get out and see a bit more. So taking the odd night off, you have to. I've learned.
Well, that's it. You can't be working 24/7, man. It's just not good for you.
Yeah, it's not.
Right, well, I'm going to put another song on, and we've got about 10 minutes left, so we'll have a little chat with Kewen still. If there's anything you want to ask him, why not send us a message? Its email is studio@novaradio.co.uk. Facebook, it's Nova Radio Northeast, or on Twitter, it is Nova Radio NE. Going to play this one. It is Mr. Jamie Lee Harrison, and I'm Around. Yeah, that's Jamie Lee Harrison there with I'm Around. Did a gig at Newcastle Cathedral recently, which is like a massive thing. So it's not really a music venue you would think of, is it? You know what I mean?
I didn't know they put gigs on there, so no.
Is there anywhere in particular you would love to play?
The arena, thinking big.
It's everyone's dream, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the big sort of venues around town, like the O2 and the I'm happy to say I played the O2 small room. I played it at a like acoustic night. I was with Paige Temple actually. Yeah. But I'm hoping to get the big room eventually. If I have one day, that would be the dream. And I mean, everywhere else, you know, there's places in the Think Tank's another venue I've never done before in Newcastle. The Riverside, as I say.
Yeah. It's.
I mean, I've seen a lot of bands in these small venues where, especially the O2 small stage, where you've seen them upcoming now. They're a bit bigger. And you've seen them on the first album tour or whatever in this small room, and that's really, you know, really chilling in a way to find that you've played that stage, or you know, eventually, hopefully, you're going to play some of these stages. So,
if you could create your own, say you're a massive star and you've got the arena. What would your lineup be? What would your ideal lineup be?
I don't know. I'm like huge. I'm very much listening to the Travelling Wilburys at the minute, where it's like these big super groups that's got like
Mike likes that. Mike likes that.
Dylan and Tom Petty and George Harrison and stuff. And you know, I like this idea of all these superstars coming together to make a massive superstar group.
All right.
So you know, some sort of massive collab would be awesome.
Yeah.
Some sort of super group. You know, because it's great when, you know, if you're a fan of that type of music and you've all got it mashed into one, it's fantastic.
It really is. There would be a standout show that really
it's like,
would.
Like Live Aid.
Something
like that. So.
Well, we were talking earlier about moving the Metro Radio Arena across the water. If you were approached to do a show for there, like, and they were saying, right, we're going to do a local artist show, we're going to open it with all these local artists. Who would you love to see in that? Like, our people you know in the region and that?
Just locally,
or like unsigned artists, you know what I mean? Primarily locally, because it's a local venue, but...
definitely, there's loads of great... like we were talking about some before, I think after seeing Deep Sleep a couple of weeks ago at their gig, they're doing so well at the minute. And I know some of the songs they haven't got recorded yet, or I keep saying to them, you need to get that recorded.
Yeah.
They're amazing, and you know, they're just working all the way up, you know. Obviously they've got that indie sort of vibe, which, I mean, indie's quite popular now, but it isn't to everyone's taste, but they are doing really well, you know. They're different, so probably someone like that, some band with a big presence. So Deep Sleep, that's my choice.
Like Deep Sleep, Eden Thorn, another really good band from Durham, or Twister, very popular band from Middlesbrough. Actually, they are absolutely amazing. Any reason you're dancing in the corner, Mike?
The mention of Middlesbrough makes me that's all it is.
So not Smoggy, we'll just stick the Middlesbrough in. No problem. Well, I've just got to say thank you for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for playing as well.
Thanks for having us.
It's been mint. But seeing as I've been asked for it, you know what it is, I'm going to close the show on it. Your beloved has asked to hear your song again. So I think to close the show, we'll put this one on. Thank you very much, Kewen, for coming in. Don't forget to stick around after the news. Mike is here, ready and raring to go with his Indie Emporium. But from me and from Kewen, thank you very much for listening, and I will see you all next week.
Thank you.